weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Nix. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Derwin James with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Set. 180. 180. Go.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll check this one down to Hampton. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're taking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And they corral just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them at 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Marion Hampton, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence.
come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And Sutton will have the Broncos first down as the tackle made up near the 35. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Stuffing him behind the line there. That's Deion Henley. Really nice play. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. To throw, here's Nix. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this one finds McConkey. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is...
Touchdown, Chargers! McConkey, his 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0.
Chargers 14, Broncos nothing.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
For the Chargers.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season,
it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The slot man in motion right. Here's Nix. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Khalil Mack. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They need 18 yards here on third down. Nix to the air. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Returnable here for Davis. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's completion right there.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Chargers at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. Open man right side. That's McConkey. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Len McConkey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Broncos Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
To throw is Nix.
Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think he even called this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Charger drive about to get going.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Granted, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Another run here with Dobbins. All right, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15 and spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd down and 8. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
3rd and 12. Throwing Nix. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Lutz with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To the left side, he's got McConkey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Broncos' 47-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over on the bounce.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to thank the front office and the coaching staff. have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Go.
Here's Herbert. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers are able to widen their advantage. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. One now in their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going. It's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, the Gophers have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like
everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36
now. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
45-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That one complete to McConkey. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and goal at the 40.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen for a 3-yard down. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2nd and inches at the 38-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Nick's going to keep this himself. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously, a lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And he stopped immediately there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now it's Nix. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really ruminate them. Not cool. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, back to Harvey.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Once more with Harvey.
And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Nick's going to give to Harvey.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, would hit right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They run straight ahead with Harvey.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down the 10-yard line. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
What's good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Broncos 14. Will Lutz to kick
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
2nd down and 4.
Lion.
They'll toss right side to Hampton.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking up the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop?
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Kappa. Go.
They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Zone read, a give to Hampton.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Allen! His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
Broncos are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Broncos 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
For the Chargers.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. That's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
They'll get that complete to Franklin.
And they get him down, but not before it takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's Nix.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. This one finds McConkey.
And they're getting up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Herbert going to give to Hampton.
They find some open field here. Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 on a first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
14 more yards. That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Give here to Hampton.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Set. Set.
A run once more with Hampton.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chargers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.